Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Office Block Daz.
Office Block Aidan.
Here we are, Office Block Daz Sports Edition. Don't forget to like and subscribe, please. It's makes us feel really good, doesn't it?
Yeah, when we wake up
very
in the morning.
appreciative. Yeah, very appreciative. We've done the part one of this one once before.
Yeah.
Inside the Alabama Crimson Tide's $288 million football facility.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of money in it for a college. I'm not saying just for a
lot.
college. A college over here, that you get the old college for that. You'd be out by Oxford.
Yeah.
And you'd probably throw in the football team as well
Yeah.
for free. But that's a hell of a lot of money for this college. I mean, the more we're getting to
I
understand.
don't think there'll be
football,
more to see from what we saw in part one, though.
Like, exactly.
You know what I
But a
mean?
lot of people have said, get back and do part two. It's brilliant. So here we go with inside the Alabama Crimson Tide's $288 million football facility, part two.
What's going on, world? Brand new episode of Royal Key there on your screen. I'm your host, George Kill, and I'm in Bama with Kyle Smith, the director of football equipment.
So 2 years later.
What up, guys? It's your boy Leland, and welcome back to the channel. As you can see, we're at the University of Alabama for the second time. Now, if you're new to the channel, make sure you watch the video here and hit the link down in the description. But on this visit, we're gonna check out some of the cool graphics designed by 49 Degrees. So if you're ready, let's get it popping. Hi guys, so I'm here with Mr. Jeff Springer, Associate Athletic Director of Equipment.
Correct.
I got it?
Yes, you got it.
As soon as I walk in this facility, it really catches my eye. Explain it a little bit.
This is the hallway that our players are coming through every day. So between the locker room, equipment room, out to the field, to the weight room. So this is a high traffic hallway that the players are constantly in. I don't want to put stuff in there for them and highlighting the program at the same time, but you know, the players are seeing it every day. So yes, it's bright. It kind of catches your eye. You've got testimonials from former players about what it means to be an Alabama football player, what it's meant to them, how it's developed them. And then you've got commitment, discipline, effort, toughness, and pride. The cornerstone of the program here that coaches built the program on is those 5 things that is always preached to the team. So it's things that they're seeing every day and seeing what former players who have come through and done the exact same program that they've done and the successes they've had and what this program has meant to them.
I just were in the locker room. Very impressive, by the way. This may be one of the best locker rooms I've been in. What's the favorite kind of quality or aspect of the locker room for the player
Chairs
and
are
for you?
comfy, don't
For
they?
me, it's how efficient the locker room.
Just when I watch these, when they do the, we've watched a few of these now, haven't we? The facilities they put into the college and the facilities they put into sports in the USA in general, across the board, all the way from high school all the way up to, I mean, remember the schools you used to go to?
Yeah.
When we lived in the USA, and you were only tiny. You weren't, I don't know, you and Declan were only very small, so you weren't involved in any kind of athletic programs or sports programs. But the schools we used to go to watch the high schools football and stuff. When we used to go down, some of the facilities were great for just a high school, like a local high school, but these are just like off the charts. These will polish off any major sports franchise across
Anywhere
the world.
else, yeah.
Yeah, probably even better than NFL, some of these.
Might be.
I'd love to weigh up the difference between, say, someone like Alabama who have got second to none facilities. It's probably one of the best facilities I've seen. But some of the some of these we've been doing. What we're going to do is we're going to try and do the same at Manchester City. You and I have wrote to them already, got back to me, and so I said, let us know what you want to do, and we'll set it up. It'd be interesting because I think City's is the leading one in the UK.
Yeah.
I think probably Spurs probably come a close second with the new stadium, but I think City have invested so much in the whole area of sort of like developing stuff that it'll give you an idea of how it compares the two. But I think this is just absolutely incredible. The money they spend and the effort they put into developing their athletes all the way through their career and through life. Brilliant.
Is for us and the setup of the locker for what we trying to do with the equipment to have a lot of storage space to put shoulder pads, cleats, apparel for the players, along with the space that is just private to them. The way that it's set up, it's kind of like a pod. So it's a private area for them with a comfortable anti-gravity chair for them to sit.
Do they get paid?
They do now, yeah.
They do?
I think they started getting paid, I think just like the last couple of years.
Really?
Yeah, I think
So
it's-
before that, when they weren't getting paid, how the hell would they make money?
Well, they're not the college students.
No, I know, but you still have to pay for stuff.
Yeah, but I think a lot of this, I know what you're saying. They're not like outside bar jobs and stuff. Is that what you're saying? I don't know how they would have done it, but I know I don't know if they've been all. I'm I'm not sure. People have to let us know in the comments about like image rights, and don't know whether they get some kind of like allowance, like a minimal amount of minimum wage type thing.
Yeah, because he might just have his lunch break. He's got no money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But I know now they get paid. I don't know if they get paid a salary or whether they get paid like fees or, like I say, image rights or whatever they do. But I'm pretty sure sponsorships, stuff like that. I think it now goes to the students.
If you ask them, little things matter, So there's a wireless cell phone charger in it. That was probably the biggest thing when we moved in here last year. Was they were excited to have a wireless cell phone charger. So to have something where they can come in, just set it down on their locker, and they can let it charge during practice and not have to worry about a plug or anything. But overall, the players have liked it. They love having the chair. They love how it's personalized to them with their nameplate. It's got their headshot, their hometown, picture of the state that they're from. So just having it personalized for them is something they've really enjoyed.
Special.
One of my favorite thing and most unique thing I've noticed in each locker is the seat itself. To my knowledge, it fully reclines, correct?
Yes, it's an anti-gravity chair. It'll go all the way back.
Can I try it out?
Try it out, yeah.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Well, I hope you asked Jalen Milrow.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll be stuck right here.
There you go. How's that feel?
Plane.
Comfortable.
And then another little part that we put in here for the players is we've got a little button in here so you can turn off the lights. So if you are trying to come in, relax, and kind of zone out, you can turn the light off. You don't have a spotlight on you, and you've got peace and quiet in there, and it's all you.
I think I'm good. If I can stay right here, you can just go finish it out.
You
That's
good?
pretty cool.
All right, well, I'll be back in a few hours.
All right, take it easy. Another super cool aspect among many in the locker room, right, is the lighting itself. Like how it's kind of changing colors now, but you guys can kind of change it with the mood if you want to, right?
Yeah, there's different settings for this. You can have it set where it's rotating through the entire color wheel like it is right now, so it's just constantly rotating. Or you could set it where you can do it just on one color. You can go to the actual controller and you can set it to the color that it'll end up staying on.
So what's a player favorite color?
Crimson. It looks really sharp in here.
Is there a favorite aspect that kind of 49 kind of designed as far as graphic-wise in the locker room?
I think how everything was designed in here, how they took our locker design, how they kind of designed everything else around that, between what they did with the ceiling, what they did with the lighting system, how they put everything together, the walls, how they put the list of All-Americans by year around the locker room. They did a really outstanding job by taking the locker and really bringing everything together and keeping the look consistent, and it's a really sharp locker room.
I'm noticing both pools. Is this something that is kind of mandatory for the players to go through after a game or practice?
This is voluntary. This is for when they want to use it. The mandatory ones are kind of in the training room, so that's your rehab pools. The athletic training staff, if they're working on somebody, they need them in a hot tub or a cold tub. That's what that room is for. We've got a hot tub right here and a cold tub right here. So this would be your pre-practice, pre-workout, try and get your body loosened, warm yourself up. And then you've got your post-workout, post-practice, your plunge, cold tub.
Oh yeah, it's cold. All right, guys, so I'm here with Clay Keith, and you're over the sports performance at the facility, right?
Yes, sir.
For the team. What does that kind of look like? What does your day-to-day kind of look like?
We've got a GPS tracking technology, Catapult Sports, so the implementation of that and putting it out and collecting it. And then in this space back here, we just have a good amount of technology to kind of quantify the rehab process and get a good guess of where our guys are at. Between those two pieces and the recovery aspect, that kind of is my day-to-day.
I'm looking around. It's like a simple looking room, but it's also some complex machines. So what's the most used piece in this room?
I would say these force plates, Valve Performance. It's a dual plate, force plate system. They'll do like counter movement jump where they're loading up and exploding up. We're getting like rate of force development, peak output, those type of things where it's very similar to what our guys in strength and conditioning are capturing.
Do you know what it's like? And you take your car in and they do like performance analysis. So they see how many brake horsepower you're using, sort of like at full speed, and they're tuning the engine.
Yeah.
And like to make it sort of like go faster, or you're checking your wheel pressure and all that. It's like that, isn't it? They've got all the equipment, but only on a human. Stand on there and do a jump, measuring all the velocity of the jumts and all that kind of stuff.
That's pretty crazy. That.
Yeah, and try how to improve it and all that. It's brilliant. It's just like I say, it's like taking your car in for a
service,
an engine soup up type thing.
Yeah.
On a day-to-day basis. So it's kind of a bridge. We can capture, all right, where are these guys at? We know this number pre-injury, and so at what percentage are they at? Because I feel like we can build their confidence.
This is the recovery suite.
2 different recovery suites. In here we've got 7 total stations with Normatec. Those chairs will kick all the way back, kind of put their legs up above their heart, and when we pair that with the Normatec boots, it kind of flushes all this lactic acid, everything that's kind of built up in their legs, sore, tired legs, kind of freshens those up and gets everything kick-started and getting ready to go for the next day.
And then obviously the big thing in here that I'm noticing is the cryotherapy.
It's a whole body electric cryo chamber. It causes like a fight or flight response in your body. Your blood kind of goes to your core, and then when you come back out, the blood flushes back out. And so it's kind of rejuvenating your body. It excites the muscles, warms them back up, and kind of primes you to go for practice.
Oh my God. I feel my nose starting to get cold. Yeah, I'm good.
So if you can imagine 3 minutes of that, you'd be...
Yeah, I'm that was the no. All right, so this probably would be my favorite space.
In these rooms, they're sensory deprivation chambers. So we have a dry float bed by Zero Body. But the idea here is just to completely unplug. You just kind of completely relax. If you can imagine, like, you got headphones on to cancel out the noise, set your phone aside, you'll be out in 5 minutes. Their day is so hectic, classes, meetings, practice. Anytime they can steal 20 to 30 minutes just to kind of unplug and reset, we're all about it. That's definitely gonna increase their performance. This is a hydro massage chair. You got anything that's kind of sore on you, your low back or your legs?
Legs.
We can focus exactly where you're wanting to go. So if we just do your hamstrings, that wand's gonna go there, and then we can kind of build this pressure up too. These are set up to be about 10 to 15 minute sessions. Anything and everything that we can do to help these guys recover. I feel like we're one of the hardest working programs in the US. So we wanna give them all the tools and resources to do that.
The last time we came out was in 2018, we came and filmed, and obviously you guys have added a little more to the room since then, right?
We've added a few things. Since then, we've added another CFP National Championship from last season. Thank you, appreciate it. And then we also added another Heisman Trophy for Devontae Smith from last season.
And one thing we kind of mentioned kind of off camera, you were saying like the numbering system is a little different because of the CFP, right? How do you guys showcase that here?
So we've got 18 national championships as a program. The last 3 have been CFP national championships in the new playoff format. So when we have those listed on the wall over here, the championships are listed in white, except for the last 3 championships are in gold numberings to represent the 3 CFP national championships.
Shout out to our partners at The Game Day. The Game Day is a new sports and sports betting media company built for today's fan. Check out the link in our bio and on our community tab for all their great content, betting tips, expert picks, and sportsbook app reviews.
I'm saying that.
Yeah.
Wow, it's impressive.
Something else, that, isn't it? You wouldn't have thought you could even add anything to it last time we saw it.
That cryotherapy chamber and all things like that, it's become a
I
massive
really
thing,
want to
hasn't
sit
it?
on a massage chair now.
Yeah, they've got them aquabed things. They've got the not the massage chair, the one where you lay in the water.
Yeah.
They have them in Altrincham.
What?
Yeah, they've got them in. It's called Zero Gravity, and it's like you go in and you sort of like lock yourself in a chamber sort of thing, and then sit there for an hour, lie there for an hour, and then
Get out.
sleep for an hour. Whatever you do, I don't know.
And then you leave.
Yeah, then you leave, then you go home. Yeah, all relaxed.
Yeah.
But it's just the money they spend on college students like that, and on the sports programs. I mean, like I say, we've watched a few. It's just ridiculous. It's not ridiculous like stupid ridiculous. It's ridiculous, great ridiculous, crazy. Absolutely love it. I love the fact that they're putting that kind of effort and money into athletics and sports programs. Brilliant. Can't beat it.
Well, if they're making it, do you know what I mean? If they're making the money, you might as well put it towards it.
Like I said, the only one I've really seen behind the scenes is Man City, and they've got some absolutely fantastic facilities. You know, especially for the younger people coming through, they've got like a hotel on site where the kids stay. But it's not like a hotel; it's a service apartments that they all stay in. So like just right on the facility, and they've got some of the facilities very similar, not too dissimilar to what they've got there. But it's that's for like I say college level, which I know is massive in the USA, but just very, very, very impressive.
Yeah, so you need to definitely go and see one in person.
Someone said they give us a tour of Alabama when we go Crimson Tide.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it's, I think that might just happen.
Decent.
I think that's something.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, sounds good to me as well. So there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Don't forget like and subscribe. We will get around on many of these as well. So if there's anything you want us to watch, you know, any recommendations you've got of other facilities which are just as impressive, let us know. No, we've done LSU, we've done Ohio, we did the Sooners, we've done the Ducks, the Kentucky basketball, yeah. But yeah, absolutely super impressive. Anyway, don't forget like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Cheers.
Cheers.